You better watch out. You better not cry. You better watch out. I'm telling you why. HAJJBALL is coming to town. I'm not really coming to town, am I? My point is I'm here to deliver a masterpiece. I'm coming to YouTube and I'm coming to rub your body with soap. Before you get excited, bro, the Weston McKennie soap. What a performance. Once again, man of the match. What a game. I'm going to be real. This is Juve's best performance in 18 months. No performance under Tudor outshines this. No performance under Motta outshines this. This is their best performance. They completely blitzed one of the best teams in the Serie A this season. Like in terms of performances, in terms of like tactical element, like fair enough. Roma, what are they? Third, fourth? Roma's a good team tactically. Roma have the best press in the Serie A, in my opinion. And even yesterday I said it. I was like, I worry for Juve in this game because if you don't know how to handle high pressure and you don't know how to handle the opposition charging at you and closing down every passing angle, you're going to struggle. And I've seen Roma do it against some teams. And the teams that crumble, they go on to lose 1, 2, 3, invite 15, 20 shots on goal. Juve today, it was perfect. It was genuinely perfect from Spalletti's tactics, from the way the players executed them, from the individual moments of brilliance. Everything was brilliant. And I'm going to be real, guys. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Hype it up if you want. I don't know. Let's go for 800 likes. I don't know. I'm being a bit cheeky. You know what I mean? But you guys can do it. Great game. I'm going to be real. I have a lot to talk about. I really enjoyed it from like a tactical standpoint. I really enjoyed it. Like I was watching it and I was like, yo, this might seriously be my game of the season. This might seriously be my game of the season because you know what it is? It's like, okay, let's start off with the press. Roma's press is relentless. Yeah, I'm going to be real. It's relentless. And it's like they didn't come to Turin and they were like, we're going to take our foot off the gas. Hell no, bro. Roma were pressing high. Juve, funnily enough, in the final third, they also went man-to-man. You could see from the photos, Juve went man-to-man. They were like, no problem. We're going to play you at your own game. We are going to play you at your own game. So when I was watching it, I was like, so let me get this straight. Off the ball, both teams set up in an identical way. Both teams set up in an identical way. The way both teams set up in possession, different. And this is where it was the game changer. And I think if you guys watched the video that I made about 2-3 days ago on Juve and how Spalletti uses Weston McKennie, you would know exactly why Juve won this game. But like I was just watching it and I was like, so both teams are going man-to-man off the ball. Both teams set up like in their defensive block in an identical same setup. So when you go man-to-man, when both teams go man-to-man, the game will be decided on which group of men come out on top. And I'll be real, it looked like Juve were fitter. It looked like Juve were stronger. It looked like Juve wanted it more. And it genuinely looked like Juve had the better players. But it's Weston McKennie. I'm going to be real, guys. Like, it's Weston McKennie. Like, for example, you look at this. This is like a little video that I made up, from watching the game of Juve playing out of the back. Okay, now why did it work? Why did it work? With Roma, you have to bear in mind, they play like a 3-4-3, identical to Juve. And when Tudor was the Juve manager, I used to always say, brother, 3-4-3, you're always outnumbered in midfield. You need somebody to step in. Now with Roma, usually it's Mancini that steps inwards. But you know why it was different today? Mancini can't really step that much into midfield because he knows if I step and I leave Openda all alone with that physicality, with the ability to run in behind 1v1 with a Roma centre-back, which he did at times. And the Roma kid done great, I'll be real, like, especially in the first half, like catching up to him, a few crunching slide tackles. But it's like, it's just knowing that Juve now, they can either play the central game or they can go over the top in behind for Openda because Openda can run channels. Openda has the physicality. So it's like it left him at a crossroads where he can't always step into midfield to aid Roma when it comes to the overloads. And that's where Juve won the game. Because McKennie, he was always inside. McKennie was always inside. Like when you look at this, bro, it's like, do you know how many times, like this is an in-game photo in case you want to see it. Look at how narrow Juve were. Look at how many players were tucking inside from the Cambiaso, from the McKennies. You even had that Conceição actually dropping. And funny enough, these dudes were all dropping and they were leaving like Openda 10, 15 yards ahead of them, which is, hermano, let us play the game. Let us overload the centre. Let us drag Roma into the centre because Roma will automatically come into the centre. Roma will automatically come into the centre. Why? Because that's how Gasperini plays. He wants to suffocate the opposition. He wants to deploy a high line. He wants to go man-to-man. If you go man-to-man, you can't just tell your attackers go man-to-man and the defenders, you guys sit back. everybody has to go man to man. And like, if any of you guys remember, last week in my match reaction, I said, against Roma, I really want to see Spalletti go with Openda. Go back and watch it. I swear, I'm not even making up. I literally said, I was like, against Roma, he needs to go with Openda ahead of David, because that physicality will trouble Roma, because they can't leave him alone on the halfway line. I'll be real, McKennie tucking in. Like, you could see the amount of times they overloaded the centre, the amount of times they outnumbered them. I'm going to be real. I think I saw some great football from the 1-2s, the give and goes, the flicks around the corners, just little triangles all over the field. Like, I was watching it and I was like, so Juve, how are you going to beat this Roma press? Because Roma press in numbers and they press at high intensity. I'll be real. It was great. Like, there was that little one segment down the left-hand side. I think it was like Yildiz Cambiasso, 2 I'm taking it back to last year. That was like, they were like the 3 pillars last season. Nice little give and go. Yildiz charges into the space. In some moments, Yildiz, Openda, and then Conceição drifts in behind. It was great. I'm going to be real. It was great. And I'll be real. I think for the first time this season, I can't criticize a single player. I think every single one of them was great. They all gave 100%. It's just, from a tactical standpoint, it worked. From a technical standpoint, it worked. From a physical standpoint, it worked. And I just feel like they wanted it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just one in it was like the final sprinkle on top of this amazing cake, okay? Sorry, on top of the cherry on top of the cake. What am I talking about? Sprinkles on a cake? My point is, it was great. I'm going to be real. That first 70 minutes, it was great when you look at the first goal. The thing I loved about the first goal, and it's like, this is what I loved about the first goal. Roma got the alarm bell 32 seconds. I timed it. 32 seconds before the Conceição goal, because it was a replica. It was genuinely a replica. Juve down the left-hand side. Yildiz involved. Conceição involved. The first one, Locatelli was involved. McKennie was involved. Cambiasso was involved. It falls to Conceição. Dummy, 1v1. He scuffs it. He really should be scoring. And I'm going to be real, guys. You know when Conceição missed it, I was like, holy shit, bro. I'm about to dedicate an entire 20 minutes to cooking your ass, yeah? 30 seconds later, the exact same thing happens. Yildiz. You could see players automatically gravitate to Yildiz. And I've said this before. When Yildiz is on the field, because of his talent, because of how good he is, sometimes it does him a disservice, because it's like when he gets the ball, so many players are on him, he struggles like 1v2, 1v3, 1v4. But if he knows, I'm about to attract 3 Roma players, but I've got Cambiasso helping me out, and then I've got Conceição making the running behind. No problem. We need to exploit the space that these players leave in order to go to Yildiz, yeah? He carries, he gives it in. I don't know if Cambiasso touched it or not. If it was a flick by Cambiasso, it was lovely awareness. If it was a dummy by Cambiasso, lovely awareness, okay? Albeit, whether he touches it or not, it's the fact that he knew Conceição was behind him. So whether I redirect it into your path or whether I leave it to go directly into your path, it was great. And Conceição, come on, hermano. First time you scuffed your lines. Can you put it into the back of the net? Yes, I can. Bro, it was great. I'll be real. It was great. Even like from the reaction, like the celebrations, they all wanted it. And you know what it is? Scoring when you're on top is probably the most underrated thing in football. I'll be real. Like, a goal is a goal, okay? A goal is a goal, but it's all about, like, I like to look at things like in-game dynamics, where it's like, you have to bear in mind, in football, if you're on top and momentum is on your side and confidence is on your side and you're feeling yourself and you're creating opportunities, but you keep missing and you keep missing and you keep missing, the way football works, eventually you will be on the back foot. Eventually, you will not be on top and the opposition will be. And I feel like it can drain players' confidence, where it's like, we're playing well, but we're not really being rewarded for it. And that's why scoring when you're on top is the best thing, because it gives you like a confidence, it gives you more of a confidence booster, which is, listen, the formula is working. Hence, we scored. Stick to the formula, and you will score another one. Juve, in the second half, it was the exact same thing. Zegrova comes on for Conceição. I feel like Conceição ran his socks off. I think it's like a hamstring injury or something. Zegrova comes on, and I'll be real. The one thing I know about Zegrova from his time at Lille, and I even said it in the video when Juve signed him, he's got a wicked left foot. He's got a wicked left foot when it comes to deliveries. I feel like Wesley just invited too much pressure. Like, it's like he told him, cut in on your left and put the cross into the box, knowing that Zegrova loves to cut inside. Deadly cross. And once again, bro, the bar of soap, he's always there. He's everywhere. He is everywhere. He's that bar of soap you can never get rid of. Bro, you might go down the road on the motorway, throw it out. You go back home, the bar of soap is still in your toilet. Next morning, you wake up, you fly to Turkey, you dash it into a river somewhere in Istanbul. You come back to the UK, the bar of soap is still there. Wherever you go, this bar of soap called Weston McKennie, it's everywhere. Cross comes in. Great header, but I'm going to be real. You see in the last video when I told you guys, God humbled me. God told me this is why you're not a professional footballer. This is why maybe your bag is just sitting down and talking about football, okay? The game last week when McKennie was in on goal, open goal, albeit it was offside, he decided to pass to David. And I was like, bro, if this was me, I'm going for glory. I'm going for goal, okay? I'm going for glory. Today, he goes for the header. He gets the rebound. I'm going for glory, bro. I got to eat. You know what I mean? I got to eat. I'm going for goal. Once again, like, do you know how selfless the dude is? Once again, he's got to Openda, the easiest goal of his life. So, on another day, if last week McKennie wasn't offside, McKennie's now sacrificed 2 open goals, 2, let's just say, guaranteed goals in order to feed the strikers at Juve, because he knows goals breed a striker's confidence, gives it to Openda, and I'll be real, Openda deserved it. I'll be honest with you guys, Openda really deserved it. He ran his socks off. Physically, he hurt Roma a lot. So sometimes they got the beating of him. He kept going. The thing I really liked about Openda today is you could see that he's giving and going, flicks around the corner. Like, I remember at the start of the season, like, so many people criticized him, like, on social media. Oh, technically he's poor. He can't hold up the ball. He can't do any of... Bro, did you see him today? Fizz it into him, flick around the corner. Fizz it into him, he'll hold up the ball. Spin it in behind, he'll chase onto it, and he has got the beating of a lot of these Serie A defenders. He deserved that goal. He genuinely deserved that goal. And I'll be real, he deserved it. Like, what more can I say? He deserved it. Great performance. Icing on top of the cake was a goal from 2 to 3 yards out. And you could see he's over the moon. Bro, he is over the moon. I think everybody played well, man. I'll be real. I think everybody played well. Juve, tactically, they were great. They overloaded the center. They outnumbered the center, which aided them in build-up. Off the ball, Bremer. I'm going to be real. Like, I know he went off injured, but there was like a moment in the first half where I was like, holy shit, Bremer is back in town. It's like, I can't remember it. It was like a challenge or something which he'd done. And I was like, nobody else does this. Like, no other Juve defender does this. Like, it's just the anticipation, the reading, but it's like more the physicality to get back and make sure you put out this fire without giving away a penalty, without giving away a free kick. I hope it's nothing serious, but Juve defensively just looks so different when Bremer is on the field. Juve today played a very, very, very good game. Like, I'll be real, they came up against tough opposition. I'll be real. Like, as wild as this may sound, I don't think Roma were great, but at the same time, I don't think Roma came and made it easy for Juventus, if you know what I mean. Like, sometimes you play a game and you're like, oh, like, the opposition didn't even turn up. They weren't even that good. Bro, Roma's press was there. I saw it. It was intense. Roma, like, had opportunities. Di Gregorio, I'll be real, he was tested a lot, came out on top, besides the final goal. It was, to be fair, it was a wicked shot by Ferguson, and then Baldanzi was just in the right place at the right time. My point is, Roma came and played their game. And this is, like, in order for Juve to beat them, Juve had to play out of their skin. Juve had to follow every instruction, step by step by step. Juve had to be so disciplined on and off the ball. Juve had to actually play for one another, albeit decoy runs, overloads in the center, overload in the box in order to put crosses in, being selfless in the final third, tracking back, getting stuck in. Bro, I saw Locatelli carry a ball 30 yards. Pardon? Locatelli carry a ball 30 yards, bro. Everyone played out of their skin. Genuinely, every single player out of their skin. Thuram looked like the old Thuram, carrying it like a bulldozer, just charging through the middle. This is like if I was Spalletti, I'm looking at every single one of them in the changing room, I'm saying, this is what you guys can do. You guys haven't proven this to me. You guys have proven this to yourselves. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, what a performance today. I was great. I was amazing. Make sure you do it next week. Every single game from now till the end of the season, I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I was great. I was amazing. Because these dudes are capable of it, bro. Bro, like, I mean, they were putting in some of the most shambolic performances this season at times. And they're better than this. Bro, these guys are international footballers. They're better than this. Today, it was a massive, massive, massive performance. Massive 3 points. I think they go 5th in the Serie A, albeit a lot of the teams around them haven't played. But listen, don't look at the table at the moment. It's too early. Look at performances, because performances will paint what your future holds. Performances will tell you what type of season you're going to have in the second half. If Juventus can replicate this from now to the end of the season, even if it's just in 3/4 of their games from now to the end of the season, I know the way football works, there will be a drop-off. There will be a drop-off in confidence, maybe a few injuries. These men can play football, bro. They can play football. You see it today. The 1-2s, the gives and the goals. Great performance. I'll be real. Great performance. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe, hermano. Catch you in another one.